In this video, we're going to show you a cheap, hassle-free way to determine what size ape hangers are best for you and your bike. So what you'll need to do this is a couple pieces of 5-foot sections of 3/4 inch PVC. Now it needs to be 3/4 inch PVC and not any other size or CPVC because it won't work exactly what we need this to work for. You need 4 sections of 90-degree elbows in same 3/4 PVC. A piece of paper, just something to record your sizes, a measuring tape, a hacksaw, and something to write with. And what you're going to do is you're just going to try to make some measurements and fittings to where you can see what the handlebars are going to look like on your bike, and most importantly how they're going to feel to you. So the first thing we're going to do is measure from the bend here to the bend here on your stock handlebars, and then we're going to measure center point to center point on your risers, and then we're also going to measure your risers. So let's measure those, and the first thing we're going to do is, as far as cutting the PVC, is we're going to cut 2 sections for 18 inches in each section. And the reason we're doing those for 18 inches, 18 inch ape hangers is probably the largest ape hangers that you can buy commercially. So we're going to start out building a mock-up at 18 inches, and then we'll feel that way and see what we like them, and then we can always cut down. It's almost impossible to add to your PVC. So we'll get those measurements and do some cutting and get started. Okay, we got our mock-up cut out, and all you have to do is just push those together. You don't want to glue them, obviously. So we'll start over here, and with our bike stock bars, just take a flathead screwdriver and pry that little cap off. Sometimes you can pry it off with your fingers. Now we'll expose your bolts to take the top off of the top part of your risers off, and then just take a towel or something to protect your chrome or your paint, and lay your stock handlebars off to the front, and you just take your pieces, the top part of your risers back again, and place your mock-up in that and tighten it down just a little bit, and you can start to work to see about what it's going to look like and how it's going to feel to you. So we'll do that next. Okay, we got our mock-up in place, and you can stand back and get a pretty good idea, well, a real good idea about what your bike's going to look like with 18-inch ape hangers. And now would be the time that you would want to, obviously you would have your seat and tank and everything on your bike, and you can sit down on the bike and kind of feel out the bars and see if that's what you like and if that's what you're going to work best for you. And then if you decide to go a little bit shorter, you need to cut down in 2-inch increments, because most all bars that I've ever seen come 14, 16, 18, along those lines. Never seen any odd size bars that were not custom made. And then when you get to exactly where you want them, you can just take a Sharpie or a pen and mark both sides, and then you can glue them together if you want to. Another thing you can do is you can cut a piece of wood, any type of wood, scrap wood or whatever. These are going to be 10, 11 inches apart, something like that. So you'd want to cut a piece of wood that's significantly larger than that. And you can drive it down. You can set the piece of wood in here and drive it down and be able to separate these out. And get a feel about what they're going to, because these are pretty straight up and down. You may want the bars that way, but if you want to kind of straighten them out a little bit, stretch them out, you can do that with a piece of wood. And then you can go back with all your measurements and get those recorded on your piece of paper, and you know exactly what you want. You don't have to spend money buying this bar and that bar, and you wind up with a bunch of money tied up in bars you can't use or something you are not happy with. So that's the best way to mock up a set of ape hangers for your bike and save yourself a lot of headache and a lot of money. We're also going to do a video on measuring cables to go on these and other size bars too, so check out that video. Thanks for watching.